G'day everybody. I want to talk about another problem when it comes to inflation and how the internet has caused that problem and not made it better. As for some people, the internet has made it better. For some little people in that group, right, has made it a hell of a lot better. In fact, that group is the rich people that already have money that are getting even incredibly more money because of the internet, and government's allowing them to do stuff because they can't stand up to them, right? Now, when it comes to inflation, it adds up to a lot of things. The internet, back in my day, before the internet come out, it was a slight connection. There was internet to look for businesses, mostly used the internet to order and stuff like that. It wasn't really for the people, and so the people used to go out, right? One of my friends once talked about that he gets to go on a holiday with his family over to Thailand, I think it was, or some island like that. And he was telling me that you can get these $300 stereos for about $100 in Thailand or less, right? It was too dear to buy here. And he went over there and they got it and he brought it back, right? That made people travel. They actually had to go see, as they didn't have the internet, like this phone here now, at those days, to just jump on and get it sent over here. They had to travel. That was money put into the economy. People looking and seeing and connecting. Once you stay home all the time, you don't connect well when you're just on the phone, you see. Have you noticed people losing connection like it used to be? They're not the same. They believe, hang on, someone's coming, I'm just going to text them something. They can get pretty bad. Same when it comes to advertising and the way the money's spread out there. If you want it more spread out for small businesses, you've got to make sure people want to travel, right? If you want travelling back, you've got to make sure people have got to travel for something, right? If everything's accessible on the internet and you don't have to go home, well, what trap is that going to cause? Staying home, less going out. Since the phones have gone out, I've seen companies go bankrupt and stop all fun parks because of insurance costs and not enough people turning up, as they all rather just play games. The game part collapsed. Intensity slowly got to a collapse point because they didn't even upgrade their games when a console at home had better 3D graphics. Shit! If they don't upgrade their games, what do you see? A collapse. They stopped making games machines. There was no money in the game machine company because people were staying home playing their own games, you see. So the game machine should have never really went portable. In fact, they could have made just as much money, if not more, by leaving it as intensity, by making game machines a connection piece, right? And then that way people would went out and down the street to do something, to go connect, and you make it cheap. So the connection is cheap, but the money goes back to the people. They get 10% of the profits and stuff like that, the game people. So you make a game machine, you go, here you go. They go do all the supply, they even pay for it for you, and then you just get 10% of their profits. Isn't that sweet? And you don't even have to do more. Just make the next latest game machine with the coolest graphics. Right? You keep up with the graphics and the new machines, and voila. Make it cheap, lots of people come in, have it nice and packed. You go, well, we have it basically hard pack. How cheap could we have it? How can we sustain it so it pays our bills? Here we go, here's a number, here's a fucking algorithm, right? With a brain, human brain, because we don't want to be robots. Right? These algorithms have also destroyed our race and putting all the money over there, and then does an algorithm out, an algorithm's there. I'll debate. I'm happy to hear what you've got to say. How algorithms help poor people. They say it helps us advertise to us and that, but how does that help poor people get money? If we talk our plans and an AI hears it and then it sends to another dude because it hears everything out there so it can benefit us apparently and benefit them, and they just get all what I'm hearing and they do it first and they get to make it. Oh, I like this design, this is pretty cool, that'll be pretty cool to put it out. Wonder if I can design it. Next minute they've already got design out. Well, I guess they get to do that. You steal all our ideas so we can have it. Anyway, you let me know about what did you see when game machines come out and the internet buying come out. What did you see? What patterns were there? When the game machine came out, what did we hear that parents said what would happen if we all went gamers? Right? My parents used to say it would rot our brains if we wouldn't learn proper things and we'll lose connection. What do we see now? I see, obviously, dumber people. They think they're smarter because they can quickly look it up. Right? But do they really know off the top of their head? How much do they know off the top of their head? What's the things they mostly look up? Funny comedies and stupid shit and how to make a clip and how to watch a thing so you can make another clip. Right? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. You let me know in comments what you think when it comes to that. Do you think that humans could get rid of that part on the internet? Have it back to just the internet for the government, certain areas, for businesses to get, for us to look, right? But really not to buy so much. And if it is to buy, perhaps we'll change it that you're going to buy it, it's going to be a bit more costly, right? Because then that way make people want to go travel, or if you want to save some money, it's best to go travel and buy it over there. Right? How can we fix it? Can we wait till we fix inflation, right? Then they'll bring the internet back to show how it really works if it causes a problem. Perhaps we can do it that way. You know what I mean? But where do we start? Are we starting? Are governments getting serious? Governments don't get serious over the internet because they're afraid if they cut off one and say one thing to another person, they do what businesses threats always done. They'll just sell it over there. Governments are afraid that if they try to get businesses to do things legitly, they go, fuck it, I'll do it over there. They use that threat. So if we don't all get together, they could keep using that threat. Fuck it, I'll do it over there. So we've got to make sure that if they want to do it over there, they can go do it in a shithole. All the Western countries are meant to have the best ways, so why don't they get together and stop doing the same tricks that you hate bad guys doing? If you do bad tricks, you're no better than the bad guy doing its tricks. You just believe your tricks are more better and harmful to them, which is what I talk about bad guys. Bad guys can be bad guys. They'll always be bad guys. They can rip off people, but how far do they need to be bad, right? To say, I do this for my kids. I'm a murderer, I have to murder for my kids, and we're going to let that go. You don't even say it, right? I have to be this bad because I'm looking after my kids. That's what you hear, right? You believe, you do what you do, you believe it helps the world, and then it's going to help your kid. If you can say that, and you believe that's the only way to function too, right, because they don't allow a decent way to function, then go ahead and do it, right? Because it's more likely the system doing you over. As far as I know, if you're righteous of what you say, then do it. You can debate what you say, do it. They're just saying that you can't, right? That's being bad righteous, isn't it? Do you think the law's wrong? Stand up to it. The law won't like it because they made it. And they go, oh, he's doing this, he's bad. But no, you're not, you're bad righteous. You're standing up for what is right, what we believe and what we say is right. So why is things getting contradiction? Why is this happening? Huh? But anyway, have a good one. And why is it? Envy and greed, and people just don't care. See you later, and they like the money, and the money wins. That is the truth, and that's sad. See ya.